Hello guys, how are you? Let's start our English lesson number 2, module number 1, our world. The theme of our lesson is the no impact family. The aims of this lesson: use imagination to express thoughts, ideas, experiences, and feelings, and understand specific information and detail in text on a growing range of familiar, general, and curricular topics, including some extended text. How do you think? What is no impact? Yes, we have so many synonyms of these words. Here are some. For example, no impact, no effect, no undermine, no influence, no bearing. My dear friends, today we shall speak about Colin Bivans and his family. But at first, who is Colin Bivans? Yes, you are right. Colin Bivans is an American non-fiction writer and internet blogger noted for recording the attempts of his family to live a zero-impact lifestyle in New York City for 1 year. The rules of the experiment included: at first, producing no trash; the second, save the compost; number 3, purchasing no goods except for food grown, using no carbon-based transportation, and using no paper products, including toilet paper. He and his family are the subjects of documentary No Impact Man, the documentary, a book about the year-long experiment was realized in September 2009. Now open your books at page 10, exercise number 1. Trying to predict what the text is about before we read will help us to understand it better. Please decide which of sentences you think are true or false. The no impact family. Live in a big city. Use a lot of electricity. Make their own soap. Are interested in the environment. Prefer shopping at big supermarket. Prefer not to use plastic bags and packets. And now open your vocabulary and write down our new words. A light bulb. To reduce. A second-hand things. To avoid. A disposable plastic cup. A plastic pot.
Date, Unit 1, Reading, Exercise 2. The No Impact Family.
Can you imagine life with no TV? What about no toilet paper? In the Bevan family's New York apartment, there isn't a TV, a washing machine, a dishwasher, or a fridge, and they're only using one electric light bulb. In the bathroom, there aren't any shampoo bottles, rolls of toilet paper, or tubes of toothpaste. They don't buy these things now. They make them or use alternatives. Some people think that they're crazy, but Colin Bevan explains that it's just an experiment. He says that it's interesting to try these things. The Bevans are living like this for a year because they want to reduce their impact on the environment. At the end of the year, they'll decide what they really need and what they can live without. They're trying to create less rubbish and use less electricity and fuel. The family doesn't travel by car or fly. They travel everywhere by bicycle. They buy second-hand things for the apartment, and they buy food at a market where they can avoid plastic bags, packets, and boxes. They carry the food home in a basket, not a plastic shopping bag. They don't buy any food which comes from more than 400 kilometres away. The Bevans also avoid takeaway food, which wastes a lot of containers. Colin always carries a glass jar. In the places where Colin has coffee, they give it to him in his jar instead of a disposable plastic cup. They make their own yogurt, so they don't throw a lot of plastic pots away. Colin says that the experiment is interesting, but it isn't always easy. He isn't trying to change other people's lifestyle, but he hopes that people who read his blog or book will think about how much they use and waste.
Okay, good job. You are so clever, my dears. And now let's do some tasks. At first, give a title. For example, Collins Bevan's experiment or lifestyle experiment. How do you think? Make 3 questions. For example, what's it about Mr. Bevan's blog? Or what did his family do in this experiment? And now translate the words in red. Custom-built tricycle, fossil fuel diet, and elevator mean. Okay, let's conclude our lesson. What do you have learned for today's lesson? Yes, of course. Today we have learned about Collins Bevan's experiment and have read about this experiment. Please answer my questions. What do you think about the family's experiment? Do you and your family have a big impact on the environment? Okay, you're doing great. You're very clever. Now open your notebooks and write down your home task. Give antonyms of the word impact. Okay, thank you for your attention. Goodbye. See you soon.